Hey gang, I gotta fix my camera. Oh God, what a day! This is videography at its finest. It has been a crazy 3 months for me. I'm so sorry that I haven't put out a video. I'm not sure. I did look at my subscriber list the other day. It looks like I still have a little over 3,000 subscribers. So thank you one and all for staying with me. And thank you for subscribing to begin with. And thank you so much for sticking around. Even though I'm not really putting out much content. Thank you. I'm not sure that the content I could have, if I would have been able to put any content on, I'm not sure that it would have been very good. And I'm not sure that this is very good, but I wanted to give you an update. First of all, a lot of you guys know, this was a very busy year for me. A lot of things I had to do. This was actually my first year of official retirement from my career of 37 years, and I was going to take it easy, and I was going to work on the house and remodel the house. And so I got ready to go with a buddy of mine, and we started to remodel the house, and then somebody told us that there was a virus, and we had to quarantine and lock ourselves in our houses, stay inside. So because he lived in another state, I live on a state line between two states, and because he lived in the other state, they didn't want him crossing state lines. So we locked ourselves down for about a month, and I went to work by myself inside my basement, and I remodeled my basement. And I am going to do a video, and I am going to show you guys some of the stuff I did, because I'm kind of proud of some of the stuff I did. I won't show you the stuff that I'm not proud of, but I will show you the stuff that I was able to do. Anyway, we got back together in March, and we started working on the house. And I've talked to you guys about this periodically. We also were planning a wedding, a COVID wedding, if you will. A smaller wedding than what my daughter had planned. And she asked me to officiate her wedding on Father's Day, and I agreed, and what an honor. So I finished, along the way, somebody burned down half of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a lot of people got scared. And some of those people that burned down half of Minneapolis, Minnesota, went to Portland and did some terrible things up there. And they weren't all from Minneapolis. And all the people from Portland didn't come to Kenosha, Wisconsin and do terrible things there. But some of them did. They get around. They get around the country. Anyway, Kenosha, Wisconsin's not too far from me. And I had a lot of people here as a firearms instructor and a personal defense instructor. I had a lot of people here buying guns and trying to figure out how to use them and wanting somebody to teach them. And wanting them to teach about self-defense law and how they could legally keep their guns around and have their guns on their bodies for concealed carry in case they needed to. And so I was doing that for about 7 hours a day from Memorial Day weekend right up until about 3 weeks ago, when I forced a lockdown of my own business so that I could quarantine myself. And because my daughter has immune issues and I didn't want to bring COVID to her wedding. So I isolated myself for 3 weeks, and yesterday we had a wedding. And it was a great little wedding. And I got to be the officiant, and the son-in-law showed up and said his vows and got to marry my daughter. And it was a great day. And now I am no longer locked down, so I'm going to go out. It's pretty late here. I'm going to go out and socially distance, and I'm going to have some refreshments in a quiet little town, and come home and get ready to work tomorrow. I actually went back to work today, and I will be working about 25 days in October teaching people how to shoot guns and trying to keep people from having anxiety attacks over some kind of Black Lives Matter protester that wants to burn down their house. This is the fear that I deal with on a daily basis almost since Memorial Day. So I don't know if all those big plans of the Democrats to support the protesting, I think might have blown up in their face, but we'll find out on November 3rd. I don't want to get too political, but I call it as I see it, and that's what's been happening here. I subsequently lost my voice because I've been talking every day for the last 6 weeks, and no one loves to hear themselves talk more than a transgender firearms instructor. I've been waiting to get that one out for years. Anyway, when I wasn't teaching people these classes, I was working on my house and putting a room addition on and remodeling the house. I put 30 square of siding on my house, new siding. I replaced 11 windows and installed 14 new windows in the room addition. The room addition is quite large compared to our house. It was 30% of the size of our house, and we now have a very nice master suite that I will probably be showing you in future videos. Just working. And you know, Timber died, and we will be getting a new puppy for Angus to play with on October 5th. So there will be some videos with our new puppy, and I already have a name for him. And probably because I've been binge watching that show Vikings on Amazon, all 6 seasons, that I'm going to name our new dog Odin. And I'm very impressionable. But I think that's a pretty good name for a dog. And a big mean ornery hunting dog. That'd be a good name for him. We'll see. See if he grows into it. I thought I got my voice back because I haven't been speaking for 3 weeks, but today when I started class again, it went away after about an hour and a half. So this is what you get. It doesn't hurt. It just doesn't. I don't have any volume anymore. That's the way it goes. I'm still on HRT. I haven't read any more than 3 chapters of Whipping Girl. But I think about that book almost every day. One thing I wanted to share with you guys was a card that my daughter gave me the night before the wedding. We had our wedding rehearsal, and we said some of the, talked about some of the things that I was going to say during the wedding, and then we had a little party in the house, socially distant, with wearing masks. And she gave me this card, and I wanted to read it to you guys because I know some of you personally, but I don't know a lot of you. But I feel like we could be friends, and you obviously find me somewhat interesting. So I would like to include you in some of the more intimate things that happen in our family, and don't read anything into that. Let me see if I can read this without my glasses. She says to me, got me crying a little bit, might get me crying again. We'll see. I'll put my glasses on. I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you for hosting our wedding. Thank you for officiating our wedding. And thank you for being an amazing, loving, and wonderful father. I know I am so lucky to have a dad like you, especially when so many girls grow up without a dad at all. You have truly always been around to talk to and provide guidance and support and teach me what love is. Secondly, I want to thank you for accepting my boyfriend or my fiance. I'll leave his name out of this for now. We don't want to draw him into anything that I'm involved in yet. He really is the love of my life, and I can't imagine spending any more time without him. Now, she made me read this out loud to the group, so it's okay if I read it to you guys. You have made it incredibly easy for him to integrate into our family, and I cannot be more grateful. Finally, thank you for teaching me that it is okay to be me. for always encouraging me to do whatever I set my mind to, and for teaching me it's okay to be a strong, independent woman who is also totally comfortable getting married and having a supportive husband by her side. I love you so much, Dad. Thank you for everything. Love, your daughter. And then my future son-in-law gave me a card that really got me choked up. And I don't have it with me right now. Maybe I'll read it some other day. Put it in the comments if you want to hear what he had to say. But he doesn't know about this part of me yet. But he does know about my personality. And my personality is no different as when I present as a male as when I present like this. We actually got an anniversary card, which is really funny. We got an anniversary card from my wife's sister, my sister-in-law, because we had our anniversary. It's a busy week for us. We had our 32nd anniversary on Thursday, on the 29th of September, or no, 24th of September. It was my son-in-law's birthday. It was 2 days before their wedding. And my other daughter, who made the wedding cake for this wedding and contributed immensely to putting on the party that we had afterwards, her birthday is on the 29th. So we'll be able to celebrate a lot of stuff every year at the same time. I forgot what I was going to say. I got sidetracked. The anniversary card from my sister-in-law, it was a wonderful card. And it talked about how my wife and I share things and we respect one another and we're so loving and giving to each other and so respectful. And as I'm reading the card, I'm seeing that the card it's two women. It's a lesbian anniversary card. I never knew that. I never even thought about there being such a thing. But I'm reading this and I'm seeing pictures of two women, drawings, cartoon pictures of two women. And I looked at my wife and she's standing there with this silly grin on her face. And I go, it looks like two women. She starts laughing. She had already shown the card to my daughter. My daughter starts laughing. And my daughter says, do you think she knew she was getting a lesbian anniversary card? And my wife said, I don't know, but I don't think so. And I go, you know what, though? Maybe that's just how she sees us. Maybe that's just the impression that she gets. You never know. I'm going to run with that. I'm going to run with that idea. I know, that works. That sounds pretty good. It was the greatest thing. It was the funniest thing to see that card and to wonder if she just couldn't see well enough. Now, how many people would grab a card, an anniversary card for their sister off the shelf and not read it or not look at it? Because you got to make sure it's an anniversary card, right? Somebody could have stuffed it in the wrong slot. You could be getting a Halloween card for somebody's anniversary. So you got to look at it, right? So apparently maybe she was able to read the words but not see the pictures. I don't know. I can play with that. My sick transgender mind will just run with that and assume that she just knows that I'm a female and my wife likes girls. I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for sticking around. If anybody's seen this for the first time, I'm not even sure what I'm going to title it yet, but if anybody's seen this video for the first time, subscribe to my channel, please. We're going to have some fun. I promise. I know I've been promising. We're going to have some fun. All right. I just have to get my life squared away here. And once this COVID thing starts to ease up, and I'm pretty sure it will, I think everybody knows that it's going to ease up. When it starts to ease up, we're going to have some fun. Love and peace to every one of you and to the whole world. And vote your conscience in November. Don't forget to vote. If you have to vote in person, put on a good mask and bring plenty of hand sanitizer and get your butts out there and vote. I don't care who you vote for, but I don't want to hear any bitching and moaning after the election because your candidate didn't win if you didn't go out there and vote. Bye-bye.